Oh man. What's up, world? It's Rich. It's Fathers in Trucking. Here with Rue.
What up?
We are in Colorado.
Yeah. Just went over Vail Summit.
Yep, coming through. This is our third time in the past 24 hours where we've made this run between Denver and Grand Junction.
Got a name. I forgot the name of the pass.
Vail Pass?
No, there's two.
Oh, yeah, there's two different ones. Anyways, so we're headed through here, headed to Kentucky with a whole lot of baking soda. So it's gonna be a little bumpy, a little crazy. We're going downhill. We're at about 10,000 feet right now. So
With 45,000 pounds.
yeah, 45,000 pounds.
Which makes the
So bear with us.
79.9.
We were right under the max weight without special permits. So, anyways, today we're gonna kind of talk about what brought us here, what got us to this point, us and the truck together out here on the road. Our stories are a little different, and we're gonna talk about a couple other things as well. Rue's gonna talk about something with his partner that went on. But I'm going to lead out with saying I needed a huge change in my life. I spent 14 years doing the same thing, 4 of which I was a manager, was at McDonald's. Shout out to Crisgar Corporation in Orange Park, Florida. Thank you for the many years. And Sherman McDonald's. A lot of good years there, a lot of good friends, a lot of memories. So I spent a lot of time doing that, and then things kind of shifted there. I had some personal issues at home, which I don't really want to go into too much detail about. Obviously, the name of the channel is Fathers in Trucking. Rue and I are both fathers. I do have a 4-year-old son. Mentioned that before. Currently going through a divorce, which has been tough at times. It's been kind of a roller coaster with all that.
You guys are getting along now.
We're getting along now. Yep. I'm really thankful for the time that I spent with my wife, and I mean, I put her through a lot, and it was definitely pretty bad there. Last year was probably the height of the bad, mostly based on things that I did and the actions that the way I went about things, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. It involved other parties too, but don't really want to go into that.
Right.
But yeah, so 14 years doing the same thing, and I really just wanted a change in lifestyle, kind of. Lost my mom in the last year and a half, which was rough. And primary motive, yeah, my sister moved away. Like I said, all that personal stuff going on. Thank you, Ashley, for stepping up, and because you got put in a tough situation when I decided to make this move. I was gone. You had, you basically have become a single parent. I'm not there to help take care of our son, but fortunately for us, we have a pretty solid support structure. She has family. I have family with Rue that is there.
Yeah. For those of you that haven't watched the channel or don't understand our dynamic, Rich and I grew up as neighbors, and I have a brother as well, Nicholas. He hates that. And we just grew up together and basically spent all day, every day for the better part of 10, 11 years before we left. So, and we've still stayed close. So that's kind of the way, that's the reason that we're like family.
Yeah.
We
definitely.
are family, not like family.
Not by blood, but anyways, yeah, so like he just said, we spent the better part of every day together for years and years. Then Rue and Nick, they joined the military when I was a freshman. Mind you, they're older, so I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, so I did a lot of work and stuff, and got with my wife. We went through all that. We got married. We had our son. Did a lot of work. For a little while, I was working 2 jobs doing call center work. If anybody does call center work, more power to you. I could not stand it. I did it from home. It was terrible. I did it for 7 months, but I also was working at McDonald's at the same time. Quit that. Still working full time at McDonald's. Actually, this is a good point to bring this up. So while I was working both jobs, Rue was just coming home from the military. And Rue, if you guys don't know anything about us and you're just starting to watch us, got into DJing when he was in Korea.
Oh, yeah.
And in this time frame, Rue came home and he's like, I want to start a business. And I was like, I'm down. So we formed Just a DJ Entertainment.
Which we still own the rights to.
We still own the rights to. We ran it for, I was partnered with it for about 2 years, and then you did it for what, another year or so?
Yeah, it was about
got a little crazy, a little fast, but it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of stuff all over Florida. Met a lot of really cool people. Weddings, parties, all that stuff. It's still kind of up there. Music is a passion of both mine and Rue's.
Yep.
If you happen to watch my personal live streams and stuff on Facebook, then you will definitely see that with us just being stupid.
Yep.
Much less formal talking like stuff. We just hang out. It's boring. But yeah, we both have a passion for music. So we did that, and then I came to the point at McDonald's where I came to the point at home where I kind of needed to make more money and kind of more of a guarantee. So I became a manager. I did that for about 4 years. Went from just a shift manager to a department manager. Ran a kitchen department. And that was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. Profit and loss stuff.
Inventory.
Balancing inventories, all that. But due to the personal stuff that happened and some business decisions that were made, which I totally understand, I don't hold any animosity towards, I just became really unhappy with that. So I did my old employer kind of dirty. I just quit and decided I wanted to go on a road trip. Hopped on my motorcycle in early December. Decided I want to go to Boston, which was not a good idea. I don't advise it.
Not on a motorcycle.
Not on the motorcycle. Not from Florida, at least.
Yeah, he called me and said, hey man, I'm going to ride my motorcycle up to Boston. And I laughed. And he said, what's so funny? And I said, give me a call when you get to to the North Carolina border. And he made it to Savannah. He called me.
And I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. So
then I laughed again.
Yeah. On that trip, Rue said, hey, I know I brought this up before, but I think you should
really, dude?
Put some more thought into this. And he brought up coming out here on the road with him, doing trucking. And he did bring it up to me before, and I wasn't sure how I felt driving these big old trucks, because they're so big and so unwieldy here on the roads and stuff, and it's...
And you have to deal with other drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that before, dealing with other drivers. So I didn't know how I felt about it, but at that juncture in my life, I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do it. So my plan the next day was to go find a throwaway job, kind of, while I went through the process of applying and everything with him. Well, he sends me the link the next day, and I sign up, and by 5 p.m. that night, mind you, I started at like 2 p.m. doing all the paperwork and stuff. By 5 o'clock that afternoon, I was signed up for class down in Lakeland, Florida, Career Tech, which is where Robert or Rue went to school as well. Went down there, went through a month-long process, and came out here on the road. Well, I had a couple of hiccups here and there, got stuck with a mentor a little bit longer because I had a breakdown, but that's neither here nor there. Now I'm here on the truck, out here on these hilly roads and just
open country and everywhere.
yeah. But that's kind of what brought me here, and then
And that's how we wound up together.
that's how we wound up together.
So my story, obviously, we've crisscrossed several times, and you know it's been a great time. So, as Rich mentioned, I spent 8 years in the Army. I did Hurricane Katrina relief in 2005. 2004. I deployed to Iraq 2005, 2006. I was there for the surge and all that other stuff. I also spent 4 years in Korea. I got to bring my family. My oldest daughter learned how to walk there. My middle daughter was born there. It was pretty fantastic. Here's a fun fact. I've been at Phoenix Park, and I think the other one's called Alpine Village or something. I've been on both of those ski slopes, which is where they're doing the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang.
Right meow.
Right meow. And yeah, I've been on both of those actually more than once, and it was fantastic. So if you ever want to go travel the world, I highly recommend Korea. It's fantastic. We had to do all kinds of fun things there. I then got out of the Army. Like Rich mentioned, I started a DJ company, got out of the Army. Oh, and I started college all in the same week because that's the kind of person I am. Our DJ company was doing really well. I did really well in school. I have my bachelor's degree in event management. We closed down the DJ company for personal reasons, professional reasons, all kinds of reasons. Mostly because neither one of us had the time to really step up and take care of it like we should have.
Yeah, with him being both of us being full-time dads and stuff at the time.
Right.
And then, him with school, me with work, wanted to progress in that career and everything.
Right.
It just...
I was doing my internships at the time. So I really had to step up. So I spent a year. So what really got me really interested or more thinking more into driving a truck is I actually worked for Tow Times magazine, which was fantastic. I had a great time. I learned all kinds of good stuff from them. And then I went to the Walt Disney Company and worked for them for a year at Walt Disney World in their events department. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed that whole thing. But unfortunately, they couldn't pay enough for me to justify driving an hour to and from work every day and still take care of my family. So we made, us as a family, which there's a video up on the channel from earlier, us as a family decided that I was going to do this. My wife was going to stay home with my 3 daughters. And we were going to get ourselves out of debt, or to a position where we can get out of debt. And go and do all the fun things that we wanted to do again. So that's what the plan is currently, and that's how we wound up. That's how I wound up in a truck. Now, my story inside of a truck will probably scare a lot of people away. Just keep in mind, I spent 8 years in the military, and so I have seen a lot worse, and I wasn't scared away. So take it as it is. My first teammate, because we do work for a company who do require teammates, my first teammate was Shaq. He's also on the channel. What's up, buddy? We drove together for about 8 weeks, 9 weeks, and then we got pushed too hard on a load. We didn't take care of ourselves like we should have. Long story short, Shaq wound up rolling the truck while I was in the sleeper berth. So he then was terminated 24 hours later. I then got a new truck 48 hours later, was assigned another co-driver. I called them and said, you guys need to take a second to realize what happened to me. So that changed. During that same period, I got a call from another person that I went to school with, and she was also having problems with her teammate. And so we decided that we wanted to drive together and see if we couldn't make any better headway. And we actually did. Oh yeah, thanks. We actually did. We made some pretty good money over the holidays. Like we mentioned in another video, we worked 9 weeks straight over the holidays. We made some great money, but then she got the opportunity to do a dedicated run by herself, and that's what she took. So now I was left without another teammate, and I'm a pretty good solo driver. I'd say I'm a really good solo driver, but I know that I'm a great team driver because we can hit 4,000 miles in 4 days. So
yeah, we've been out here these last few days killing it. We're gonna make it. We've got a 1,200 mile run right now.
And we'll make it in 25 hours. Yeah. So
less than a day basically.
Even at this speed going up these mountains, so we'll still be able to make that time. So that's where we're at. And
plus we have a great dynamic.
Yeah, we do.
You guys can't tell.
Yeah, we're awesome. Boom.
You missed it.
I know. We didn't plan that well.
No, we didn't.
Clearly, this is scripted.
Yeah.
So yeah, but here's a couple of cool things about this, right? In case you didn't pick up on this. This job is the great equalizer. I have 8 years of experience in the military, 5 of which was in management, or being an NCO. 6 of which were being an NCO. And I have, if you'd see my resume, it's kind of hard to turn me down because I did some pretty fantastic things, specifically in Korea. Shout out to Hezekiah Jenkins. You know what I'm talking about, buddy. And I have a bachelor's degree, and I've got 2 years of an internship in the event world.
And I don't really have anything like that. I've got just shy of an associate's degree. Granted, I do have 14 years customer service, fast food, and I have management experience. What I bring is a lot of people skills,
right? Not
a whole lot of organization, which you wouldn't guess because I've been on the truck for a week and I've organized everything because I have an OCD for that kind of stuff.
But cleaning and organizing are 2 different things.
That's true.
But yeah, we're getting paid the same amount. Same amount.
Same amount.
So those of you thinking of getting into the business, or those of you who are having trouble right now, keep your head up. All right?
Absolutely.
Stay strong. Stay focused. You may have 1 or 2 bad weeks. As long as you don't come out here with an attitude and you don't let the first time that something bad happens irritate you, and now you're going to have a bad taste in your mouth because everything didn't go perfectly. Well, too bad. Nothing ever goes perfectly. You just have to learn to adapt and overcome, move on, figure out the better way to move on, and that's how you do it. Don't get upset. Don't take things personally. 98% of the time, it's not because your driver manager hates you, the company sucks. It's because there's too many people involved in the communication, and it either takes too long, or something happens with the vehicle, or another truck breaks down and you have to take a different run. Things happen.
Yep.
As long as you keep a positive attitude, you get to where you're supposed to be on time. This job is not difficult.
No. There's a lot of horror stories out here. There's a lot of truckers, and this isn't hating on any other trucking channel by any means. We do enjoy watching other channels.
But
I won't
we'll reference those.
Yeah, I won't shout out many of those right now because we're still a new channel, and I don't want to seem like we're favoring somebody or something like that.
Or begging for views.
Do what?
Or begging for views.
Yeah, because we are definitely not doing that. But yeah, you come out here, you do your job, you keep your head down, and just keep moving. And this is a great field. Depending on your life situation, you can make a lot of money doing this. You just got to stay focused. It's not a hard job. Yes, there are dangers. Obviously, Rude just shared that story. But overall, it can be a very rewarding job. Like he said, in 4 days, 4,000 miles. We spent 2 hours in Vegas.
And still made that.
And still made the run. And for anybody that knows me personally, knows I love that whole thing, and it's always been a dream of mine to go to Vegas, and we got to do that for free. I mean, essentially for free.
Yep.
I didn't lose any money. But it was on our route, so we got to do it. There's other things that we're going to be able to do. We'll share with little things that we do here and there. But I think that's about it for today.
Yeah, man.
So
anything else we need to go over now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, check out our Facebook page.
Yep, check out our Facebook page. Same name, Fathers in Trucking.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting up videos, like driving videos, and like a vlog, a driving vlog, so you can see the way.
We've got a GoPro and stuff.
Right. See what the industry looks like. See all the cool things that you get to do.
Yeah. So in the meantime, everybody, stay safe, stay fit, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.